It's a vibe. It's a vibe.
This is another episode of the Vib3z Podcast. This your boy, your favorite Leo, Two Dimple King, TTD if you nasty, and I got one of my favorite co-hosts. Go ahead, La.
Y'all know it's your girl Brax, your favorite Aries.
That's my
First of all, she never said the rest of that. So, what happened to hot-headed Aries? She just Aries, wet Aries.
Period. Listen.
Don't worry about that. Let's talk about the guest.
Fine.
Peace and blessings, beautiful people. I am the CEO of Chakra Body Care, hostess of Dem Chakras Podcast, all around manifesting, self-aware homegirl on the internet. Instagram is DemChakras, also known as Dem Chakras.
You gave me real Grand Rising King vibes. like I was like, yeah, all that. So first of all, you're in a unique space. You're in a healing mental.
I am.
Tell people what you do.
So I went through some shit back in 2018. I had a really hard year, and Christianity wasn't working for me. Like, I was going to church, and I'm like, I'm gonna pray, I'm gonna talk to my pastor, like everything will work out. And that bitch was not helping me, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna pray a little bit harder. And I was like, all right, nothing's happening here either. Like, I can't catch a break. So I was like, I'm gonna try something different. There was a meeting of 7 spiritual people in Washington D.C. called the Shifters. Ajna Issa, Rizza Islam, 19 Keys. It was a bunch of people, and they were all like millionaires, billionaires, making a bunch of money. And these people just seemed so mentally stable. Fuck, like, this is where I'm trying to be. Like, I'm trying to make money, but I'm trying to get my mind right. And I talked to Ajna Issa for like 5 minutes. And I went home and I was like, this is the path that I need to take. I need to get into this. But I needed something. I need equations. Like, I need things to make sense. So I was like, if spirituality is going to work for me, how am I going to do this? What's my facet? I found out about the 7 chakras. So I found out about when your chakras are out of alignment, you're out of alignment. So I was like, okay, well, this is too hippie for me. It's too white people for me. Like, I need.
You need to say that again. What's out of line?
It's too hippie for me. Like,
about your chakras.
Oh, my chakras was out of alignment. Like, shit was all over the place. So I got a bunch of books. I just went on the internet, got a bunch of books, bought a bunch of books. And I was like, okay, I can make this some hood shit. Like, I can make this work for me. Like, all right, when you reach chakra out of it, you can't fuck. I was like, all right, shit, like, all right, that makes sense. That makes sense. And I just, from there on, I was like, this needs to be my thing. But nobody knows about this. Nobody Black, nobody from Baltimore, nobody from this facet of life knows about this. So I was like, how can I get people to catch on to what I'm doing? So I started Motivational Minutes on Instagram, where 1 minute out of the morning, I was just telling people, like, Grand Rising, if nobody loves you, if nobody's told you today, please let me be the first to say that I like you and I love you. And it caught on. And I started sending messages to myself each morning so that I could see them back. I could put these up and like somebody might need it. And it took off. And it's been 3 years, and that is literally the thing that saved my life. So I got to be Dem Chakras.
right now, do you feel like, wow, first of all, this has just started becoming a thing in the Black community. Why do you think that now, at this point, everybody's becoming real spiritual and leaving the traditional religions and becoming just spiritual and doing the chakras and understanding, oh, this is out of alignment, you should probably do this? Where do you think that's coming from?
Because church doesn't make any sense. Go to church and you read the Bible, but it's like, okay, I got this Bible. What does this mean? And you go to your pastor, and your pastor's reciting the Bible, and you're like, I didn't ask you that. I asked you what this means. And people are starting to catch on. The internet, Google's everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Google University is a thing. So if you're questioning something and somebody's not giving you the answer, you're going to find it elsewhere. So then you go online and you find out the truth, and you're like, oh no, this makes me uncomfortable. I don't want to do this anymore. So you don't do it. And I feel like people, I don't want to necessarily say the truth, but people are learning that there's a truth to them that doesn't fit the narrative of Christianity. So if I can't be accepted in this house of people where people tell me that I am to be accepted, then I'm going to go elsewhere and I'm going to find my tribe. And people that found their tribe outside of the church, and I don't blame them for it. I'm not saying Christianity is a bad thing.
Right.
If that's what you do, that's what you do. But know what you're doing. And if you don't know what you're doing, then don't do it. Just because somebody raised you or you've been indoctrinated into something because that's what grandma did, that's what auntie did, that's what uncle, whatever the case may be, then that worked for them. But they don't even know why they're doing it. So if you can't give me an answer and the people of the church can't give me an answer, I'm going to go find this answer elsewhere. And people are separating themselves from the people that just, to me, don't make no damn sense.
You are, first of all, I've known this woman for years.
Yeah.
And I remember how heavy you were
into church. I would
church.
pray a motherfucker down. I'll pray you down. I'll beat your ass for the Bible. I swear to God I would.
But you are doing something that I did, like I think shortly, like 17, whenever we first met.
Mm-hmm.
That when you, especially in the Christian religion, I don't know why, because I can't speak for others. In the Christian religion, you're indoctrinated from your grandparents that was indoctrinated from their parents, and your parents are the same exact way. You are indoctrinated to just take this information and just receive it. But the moment you question it, it's disrespectful. And the crazy part about it is when you question it, no, they try to give you an answer through the Bible. Nah, they don't make sense. So how about you explain it to me in ways it makes sense? Then when you ask, people of the cloth, pastors, ministers, you ask them, nah, but scientifically, it's not making sense to me.
And
so make it make sense. Yeah. So the moment you question it, oh, no, you got to get the fuck up out of here.
I don't. It confuses me as well because there's so many things that happen in the Bible that literally don't make sense. A man was talking to a burning bush. How the fuck that happened? What were you up? If Moses was talking to a burning bush and the bush was actually on fire, Moses was off some good shit.
The Moses was high.
You know what I'm saying? Was the bush THC? Like what? I don't. There's so many things that happen in the Bible that when you run it back down to like really some hood shit, it makes sense. Moses was talking to a burning bush. I get high often. I was probably talking to a motherfucking tree one time. You see what I'm saying? Like it equates. They like all that them crystals and shit don't make no sense. Okay, so when they bought all the crystals and the frankincense to murder Jesus on the day that he was born, what was happening in it? Right. So shut the fuck up. I don't take it personal until when I'm asking questions, it becomes like an attack on their character. I'm not insulting your intelligence. You don't know.
And it's okay not to know.
It takes our generation, I feel like. It took our generation to be like, nah, yo, this shit don't make fucking sense. Yep. Nobody else, the generations prior to ours, our mothers, our grandparents, our great-grandparents.
It wasn't questioning this. If they did, kept to themselves.
They said this will happen. The pastor said this out the Bible. We're going to go by it. And it just went from there. All right, we're going to go by it. All right, we're going to listen to it. And then here come our generation like,
no, I'm not.
The fuck?
And the politics of the Bible, the politics of church make no sense. I'm giving you money every Sunday for a roof fund. Why the fuck the roof still leaking? I'm giving you money every Bible study, every whatever the case may be, and this money is supposed to be going into these kids. It's supposed to be going into anything.
To the building.
If I'm late on my rent and I come to you and I need help, you're telling me that there's no money to give me. But I'm giving you 10% of my income every Sunday. So if anything,
10% of 200 people is a lot of motherfucking money.
So when people say things like, "Oh, you feel me? The church has helped me so much," I ask them how, and it's not to even try to steer them away from Christianity. It's even if you're in a church home, this church home might not be right for you. When I try to get people to find their tribe, it's not me telling you to deter away from the people that you've known your entire life. You need to find like-minded people because like-minded people will love you better. You see what I'm saying?
Damn!
Like-minded people will love you better. Like-minded people, because when you go to them and you tell them your problems and you tell them your trauma and your tragedies and the things that you've experienced, nobody's telling you to pray it away. Like, it's a difference in that. If I go to church and I tell them, like, listen, this is what's happening to me. I'm late on my rent. I don't know if we're going to pray about it. And God, He's going to bring you that money. He's going to send you that money. And I find like-minded people, they're going to tell me, like, all right, listen, you got these body butters. You're going to go out here and you're going to do this pop-up shop and we're going to make this money. And then I'm going to go out here and I'm going to take 5 body butters and take them up my job and I'm going to sell them and I'm going to bring the money back to you. That's like-minded people. That's right. The church won't do that.
Right.
So it's a difference. If your church is full of like-minded people, they're going to tell you, I'm going to pray with you, but give me them body butters and let me run them up to school or let me run them at the Girl Scout meeting. But that's not what's happening. People are in church to show off, to show what they have, to show what they're making, and to go about their day. It's like 2-3 hours out of your day where you just kind of get to say, like, all right, let me leave my problems at the altar. I'm going to fuck home, but I'm still do everything.
But I still got these fucking problems when I come the fuck out of there.
Because if I put my problems on the altar and I leave it there, you're telling me I'm supposed to leave them in the hands of the man or the woman leading the church.
Right.
But they have
so when I get put out in 2 weeks because I left my motherfucking rent problem on the altar and y'all ain't helped me, what the fuck I'm gonna do? Stand outside with my shit, with my furniture set. Like,
and they look at you and they say like, oh, everything's gonna work out. God's getting ready to give you something greater. Well, when is it coming? Because now I'm homeless. You see what I'm saying? When is it enough for people to say? And again, this is not me deterring people away from religion. Right. It's to say, if you are in a space where consistently you have to question the people around you, I can't really be around Miss Margaret on Sundays because her hugs feel kind of phony. So why the fuck do you keep going around Miss Margaret? I can't really go on a pastor study because he make me uncomfortable. Yet you in that bitch every Sunday at the beginning of church praying
because
with the man
you
that makes you
feel like that's what you're supposed to do.
Because people feel like that's what
and listen, feeling ain't shit. You feel when you fucking. So that's what, like, what are these feelings that are tied to this? It's nothing makes sense outside of that book if you don't have the answers for me. It's supposed to be the basic instructions before leaving Earth. Nothing in that book makes sense.
First of all, you know how many people don't even know what the Bible stands for?
That's what I'm saying. It's
yes,
so many
that just went over. What did she just say?
Verses and chapters and things in the Bible that people just don't know. Like there are 13 extra books to the Bible that aren't in the Bible. There's a book on Lilith, who was Adam's first wife. That's what I'm saying. They
don't want that smoke.
The thing. But I have to be the person to say, like, because people kind of, that's demonic. What you're doing is demonic. I was at an event earlier today, and sister dropped some gems on me. She said, only somebody demonic would ask for an offering because your angels are due to bless you.
They gotta want to get up to you.
What am I going to church for? Why am I giving you this money? Why am I giving you my problems? And the shit come back to me tenfold. It means that the person praying for me does not have my best interest at heart. So if you're gonna go to church, go to a church full of, like, denomination don't mean a damn thing. You see what I'm saying? Don't matter if you Baptist, Methodist, Pentecostal.
Find your tribe.
Find your tribe. Find your tribe.
You feel like you found yours.
Oh, I know for a fact I have found my tribe. My people are not just in Maryland. My people are in Detroit. Shout out to BJ and Dion. My people are in Virginia. Shout out to Penrose. My people are up the street in DC. Shout out to Tanisha. My people are everywhere because you gotta find your like-minded people. Your like-minded people might not be in Baltimore. Like, they might not be in Maryland.
You gotta accept the fact that your people ain't here.
I made my tribe on Twitter. I started podcasting, got in the little, like, you know, like the black Twitter.
Oh, you fell into black Twitter?
And it took off. These people I started staying in their houses and meeting their kids and shit. And I was like, oh, okay, like, we really friends now.
Thing.
Right, okay. You're not just somebody, you know, retweeting my shit. Like, we fuck with each other. I really, really have met some of the most amazing people off the internet. They say don't talk to strangers, but, you know. I fuck with like that, you know.
I mean, you can talk to strangers, just, you know, bring a taser with you just in case.
Listen.
Yeah, don't go to their house and shit.
Because people be too friendly. You want to come to my house? You want to kick it back?
No, fuck.
Drink? What?
I just met you, Tony.
Yeah.
Let's meet in public. Like, what?
You can go out in public, and then, you know, after we've been out in public a few times, I found out you're not really crazy. You're not trying to chop me up in little pieces. Yeah. Then you want me? We come to your house. You want to? Okay.
A lot of people that I met through just recording. Like, they were either on the podcast, we do Zoom calls. Or I happen to be in town. Like, there's a podcast award ceremony that happens every year called the Pod Excellence Award, where all Black pod get together.
So it's just like an invitation, or?
Well, I don't host it. Nicole from
because I know nothing about this.
I think that's 100 podcast. I don't think they podcast anymore, but she's out of New York now. I think she's out of North Carolina. I'm not sure where she's located now, but it's supposed to be in Miami this year. It was in North Carolina in 2019. A great time. Everybody gets together. It's a weekend of just Black people coming together talking about podcasting.
First of all, it's a weekend of Black people. That's a lit.
It's lit. Oh,
that's a lit as a weekend.
We had a mixer. Everybody came out, was drinking. Everybody went to dinner together, and then you have to get dressed up for the award ceremony. So I mean, I'm in an all red gown, head wrap, like we out there. It was such a good time, and then you walk away feeling so accomplished because your work is actually admired. It's not just you winning the award; it's that Black people come together. And it's like, oh, fuck, like, I didn't even know they had a podcast. So, you know, you link up. And now you fly into different states and you fly into even to different countries sometimes to link up with these people to do amazing work. And it's some of the dopest people that you would never come across had you had not branched out.
What made you, I got so many questions. Fuck it, we don't have a show after you.
Let's talk.
What made you, first of all, because you just brought it up. First of all, what is your podcast about and what made you create a podcast?
You want the honest answer?
Hell yeah.
Okay, so this happened.
All right, boom.
So I was fucking with this guy who's podcasting. That's literally what
What's his podcast name?
We're not doing all that. He will never get credit. He can, never mind.
Damn.
So I was dealing with this guy who was podcasting, and we were dealing with each other on a level of, like, it started off as work. Like, he was like, you know, I really want to, like, really have you on. Like, I see your motivational minutes. Everything is dope. I made a promotional video for an episode that he did with another guy that I'm still cool with. I call my brother. Mm-hmm. Everything was great at that time. And then had an event in DC. I went down there and I fucked him the first night. And I was like, all right.
Was your chakras aligned?
That night, I don't know. I was going off like some tequila, some more shit. You know, you had an after party.
Hey.
And after that, he came to me and he was like, should take these minutes, motivational minutes, and make them longer and make a podcast. First episode was some shit. Got on there, was pouring my feelings out, had some soft ass music behind the shit. Was stupid.
What the
I was
fuck?
like, I don't.
The first episodes of the podcast be crazy.
First episode was stupid as shit. So I called him. I was like, "What you think?" He was like, "It's great." I was like, "Don't fucking lie to me." He was like, "All right, you're right. It's a little stupid because it doesn't sound like anything you do." I said, "All right, so babe, what should I do?" He like, "Go back to the drawing board and make this you." So I was like, "All right." So now I gotta get on here and show my ass. Like I gotta show these people who I am. And then I got on there and I'm like, all the facets of spirituality tie back to something that people can relate to. So let's make this equate. So every episode has a deeper meaning, but it's a conversation that starts at surface level. So we can talk about sex, but we're going to talk about soul ties. We're going to talk about how situations become too much when you deal with, multiple people. How your sacral chakra becomes unaligned and your root chakra becomes unaligned, and then your pH balances off because you're fucking with too many people. Or how, you end up mixing in with people and your heart chakra is unaligned because you love this person who doesn't love you back. But there's also fun episodes. I had Hard or Soft Podcast out of New York come on, and we solely talked about like dick, sex, like just having a good conversation because you also don't want to lose the human form in yourself.
I just went to, first of all, what you were saying as far as meeting other podcasts. I met up with a New York podcast, like 3-4 of them in DC. First of all, New York podcasts do shit a little bit different than anybody else. Yes. New York podcasts, first of all, once you get over the fact that they are New Yorkers.
Oh, yeah.
That accent is heavy.
Heavy as fuck. I'd be like, what's that? What? Was she a tree? What the fuck is a tree? All right. Have your way.
It's cool getting to meet other podcasts. It brings out different energy. So I definitely go with you with that. Yeah. So you started this. How old is your podcast right now?
Coming up with 3 years.
God damn, I thought we was old.
I'm sorry. 2 years. I started May of 2019. My first episode was May 4th.
What kept you? Do you look at the numbers, or you and your heart chakra?
Stopped.
Numbers will fuck your head up.
I have mentors who are way further ahead in this game than me, and they'll say things like, "Don't look at your numbers all the time. Look at where you're trending. Look at the episodes that are doing best, so you can figure out your subject matter. But don't look at how many people are actually listening." I don't care about them. I don't care about any of that because I'm not doing that for this reason. Now, if somebody comes to me and wants to offer me a deal behind the podcast and it's a legitimate, integral deal, yes, I'll take it. But the podcast is just because I don't want to do an hour and 45 minutes on Instagram. Right. So the podcast was for me to really broaden that conversation. It just so happened that other podcasts were catching on. Like, I gotta talk to this woman. Like, I gotta kick it with her. So the podcast is literally just because I don't want to ramble in front of my camera all day long. I don't really like being on camera. Honestly, I don't like having to pull my camera out and to set all this shit up and to do any of this because all the fuck I want to do is talk to people. I just want to talk to people.
And all you gotta do is press play.
And I just want to help people, and I just want to help people become the greatest version of themselves. But the fact is, on social media is so prominent in today's age where people have to see you, they have to see what you're doing, they have to see you living your life. I'm just like, I don't fucking like y'all, but all right, cool. Like, here's my face. Take it. Like, I don't want to do it.
And did that, from you getting into the podcast world, start your actual business that you have?
No. Oh my God. Chakra Body Care started. I had a homegirl. Shout out to Tanisha Queen Poison. She writes books. Like, she's an author, and she wrote a book called Naked, and she calls herself Queen. Like, that's who she is, and she radiates this like ambiance of royalty. She's dope as fuck. Like, that's my good girlfriend. She was making a body butter called Luxury, and I'm using it. Good. Like, yes.
I don't know what body butter is.
Oh, this body butter good as shit.
I didn't know already. I don't know. What's the difference between, maybe I'm a guy, I don't fucking know. What the fuck is the difference between body and lotion?
So lotion has, look at this. I don't know what I'm like alcohol-based product in it, where it's more water than it is anything else. I can't speak for anybody else's body butter, but my body butter is solely vegan and organic product.
Look at your skin.
Look at that. I'm in a porno. I think I'm nice.
It's all.
Y'all go get your body butter.
I'm gonna take a shower.
It's good. It's good stuff. I got men.
This is good stuff.
This is called, y'all, big dick energy.
Period. Period.
I want to just lay on somebody's chest with this.
Product for men and women, because I feel like women get all the good shit. We get all the good body oils and all the good body butters. But I wanted something for men because men need to self-care. Like, men need to take care of themselves. My homegirl was making one butter, but I was like, I want more scents. but she wasn't making them. So I was like, now I got to make this shit. I put it online and 4 orders came in the same day. And I was like, oh, I can make some money off this. Let me go ahead and order some more butter, order some more shit. And after a while, I stopped. I ended up getting into a bad business deal with somebody who wanted to help me with the business. I paid them like $300 and I got nothing back. They stopped talking to me. I paid my deposit for what I needed and they fell off.
Did you hit them with a contract first?
Yeah, and when you first start a business, you fuck up.
I
had no leadership in that. I had leadership all over here.
You just gave a nigga money. That's all that was.
So I was like, I'm gonna get $300. You said you can help me with my branding and my marketing. Bitch fell off the face of the earth. I said, all right, bitch, when I catch you, I'm gonna kill you.
You ever talked to her since?
When I tell you she fell off the face of the earth, I'm talking about no Instagram, no.
Did she die?
No Twitter. I hope she did. But I stopped for a second. I said, I can't do this anymore because I'm defeated. Like, I'm really defeated. My boyfriend came to me. He was like, what are you doing? Like, you got all this shit in the house. Sell it. You can make some shit with it. Like, what is you going to do? And I was like, I really don't want to do this shit no more. He said, all right, but then you got to sell it. I said, I don't want to do that either. He said, all right, but then you got to make the shit. And I was like, but I don't want to do that either. He said, well, which one is easier? I was like, well, making the shit because it's already here. He said, all right, we'll go make the shit. And I put it up on the website.
See how simple guys are? What you want to do with it? I don't know. All right, throw it away. I don't want to do that. And do something with it. I don't want to do that. So this is what we're going to do.
That's exactly what he did. He literally picked the big ass, like it was like 5 pounds of butter and put the shit on the counter in the kitchen. He said, I don't know how you El Chapo this shit. Like, it's like cocaine. Cut the shit down, melt it, put some shit in it, put it in the jar and sell the shit because I'm tired of looking at it. I'm tired of looking at you. Like, he was being honest. I'm tired of looking at you sad. I'm tired of looking at you defeated. Take this motherfucking shit and do something with it or get it the fuck about this house. And I was like, not me get it the fuck about it. I would afford him. But get this shit about the house. And you're going to do it one or two ways. You're either going to make some money from it by selling it consistently, or you're going to make some money from it by selling the business. And if you're not going to sell the business, then you need to do business.
She says, so. I ain't want to do this, but the other options, I ain't like those either.
But I like this now. Like, I like seeing people, especially black people, especially ashy black people. That's my favorite. When they put on like their knee
they need this
like
for you, Brax.
And I be like,
you know you be ashy.
I'm not ashy.
You know you be ashy.
I use body butter. Literally.
You got Nivea in your house.
Ashy. And I use shea body butter for my whole body.
Period.
Just because you have a bottle of lotion does not mean that goes on your whole body. Lotion goes on my hands.
When is lotion?
Lotion is really good for your hands compared to body butter because it doesn't absorb well.
My body butter is shea butter body butter. And I've used that on my elbows, my arms, my legs, and my face.
It doesn't absorb well. Like, it just kind of... So it make your hands so.
I gotta be a guy on this. Knock knock. Is lotion supposed to go on your face?
Okay, let me be honest with you. Lotion, nothing with an alcohol base to it is good for your face because it's dry. So shea butter and mango butter, coconut butter, whatever you're using is great for your face because it's natural. Anything natural is good for you. You see what I'm saying? So if it comes from nature,
and I ain't good.
It's good for you. So lotion is not natural. They have to formulate that in somebody's, lab. I make body butter in my kitchen. I can't. That's make a lab. Shit.
You just call it a different name.
You can't make lotion in the kitchen. No?
You could, but it's you gotta put a mask on to make shit like that.
Yeah, if you gotta start doing.
It's like cooking crack. I don't want to do that. Like I want to melt.
How do you cook crack?
I couldn't tell you.
All
and
right.
if I could tell you, I wouldn't tell you.
All right. I just want. Well, we know you know Brax.
I don't know nothing about that.
She said, "Listen, don't incriminate me."
I don't know nothing about that. I don't do no crack. I don't know no crack. What's crack?
Do you look at the numbers regarding your business?
Oh, I have to. I need to know what my months look like. My goal is to quit my job within the next year and a half, a 9 to 5.
Is that sustainable right now with the trajectory that the business is going?
It could be if I quit my job right now, but I like cushion. I like to feel safe. I like security, and I don't feel safe and secure with my savings at the moment because I like to spend money. Not my business money, but I like to spend money. So
what's your guilty pleasure you like to spend?
Like a good strain. Vacation.
Vacations or vacations?
Vacations. Like, he can stay home. My son, I love spending going to get him little trinkets and stuff like that from the store.
You have a fucking child?
Yeah, I got a 4-year-old son.
Where the fuck? Ring. Hit the button, produce.
It's a vibe.
First of all, I didn't even know you had a child.
My sunshine, he is a vibrant Sagittarius boy who bounces all over the place. tell you about yourself, will tell you what he's gonna do, what he's not gonna do.
Oh, so he like his mother?
Exactly.
Okay. All right,
he told
cool.
you all the hippies. I'd be like, Ma, wait 1 second, hold on. Like, hold on 1 second. I need 5 minutes. I need 10 minutes. I'd be like, you don't even understand the concept of time. How do you know what you need and what you don't need? But I got a 4-year-old son. I ain't having no more damn kids.
Well, that's what you. So you done?
I'm done.
You done?
I'm done. I have endometriosis and PCOS, so giving birth was one of the scariest things I could have ever done because I did it naturally. Like I had him vaginally. But shout out to anybody who's ever had a child any kind of way. Mm-hmm. He was 8 pounds 13 ounces. Damn. That's enough to be like, you know what? That's the end of that. I don't.
Damn.
No. Yeah. It's for me.
Would you date a guy with kids? Well, you with his child?
My boyfriend and I have been together for a long time. Mm-hmm. I've dated guys with kids. One of the guys I dated, like during my whole phase, had 4 kids.
Whoa!
As long as you're a good parent.
Stop.
Listen,
that's 5 fucking children.
I'm not saying that we were gonna be together.
Oh, y'all just fucking.
Like, we just fucking.
But that shit don't count. Count.
The reason why it did count at the time was because of how heavy into the situationship we were.
Y'all was together without the title.
We wasn't even that.
The fuck is that?
We were talking heavy.
I'm an adult. What the fuck does that mean?
So this is what that means is that I did not see him often because he lived out of state. When I saw him. But we talked heavy. Like, we weren't monogamous, but you know that if you're going to be fucking somebody else, you need to call me first.
Oh, this is, okay, respect.
It was, well, he was disrespectful in the end, which is why I don't fuck with him now. But,
Right.
a little respect.
So how many kids in a relationship is your max that you will enter into? Dude.
I can't be a stepmom to like a bunch of children. And it's not.
I like how you said a bunch, like 2 ain't a.
Listen, that's a lot of fucking kids. It's a lot of
and your own kids.
Shit running around. Like, you got to deal with all of them. They talking to you and shit. Like, I got to raise you. What the fuck is that? That's a lot of work.
I gotta raise you.
So, like, 4 or 5, 3, 4, 5, they running around the fucking house. You got to get all of them together. Got to get them ready for school. Give them oatmeal and shit for breakfast. That's too fucking. I barely want to do it with the one I got. Okay.
Oh, shit.
And you want me to do it with all this? No, I'm okay.
Okay. I mean,
babies over there.
If you had to be in a relationship with yourself, but you had to, it ain't no I wouldn't, you had to break up with yourself, why would you?
I'm violent.
The fuck does that mean?
I am violent. I choose violence often. I not
look at you,
like putting my hands on people, but my mouth is very slick.
It's a little aggressive.
She's violent.
If anything, it's like the shit that I say to people, I'm surprised that nobody has punched me in my face. They know better. But I'm saying for them to even attempt to punch me in my face because I'm very abrupt and I'm very impulsive about my words. So when people say things, I don't ask them like, before I ask you this, I don't want to offend you or no offense. I'm going to just say it. And
when somebody says no offense, it's going to be offensive.
That's what I'm saying. And that's why I don't want to disclaim that what I'm about to say might not hurt your feelings. I'm not saying it to hurt your feelings. I'm saying it because I'm going to say it. But I don't want you to think that I'm coming from a place of, malice because I'm not trying to do you dirty. You see what I'm saying? But like, for instance, I had a homegirl had niggas. I'm talking about like niggas. And she was like, I'm trying to like settle down. I'm trying to figure. I said, well, how the fuck is you gonna settle down if you don't even know these men? She got offended. But it's like,
how the fuck is you gonna settle down and you don't know these niggas?
How you gonna settle down?
You don't know these niggas.
Thank you.
You're just fucking these niggas.
And that's why I had to tell her, like, it's a difference between getting to know a person and it's a difference when you're, getting to know people. You can't get to know a bunch of people. Your mind can't even, you can barely even remember shit without losing some shit that you didn't already remember.
You finna mix these niggas up.
Exactly.
How many niggas you got?
I'm talking, when I said a gang of niggas, what a gang started with, like 5, 6 niggas at a time? Like when they first started the gang, because you get the board of directors? Yeah, like 5, 6, yep. And I was just like, girl,
I can't actually focus on that many.
She had me going out on dates with her, like not double dating, but kind of like, being the third wheel from afar. And every time I'm seeing a different nigga, I'm like, I gotta remember this nigga name because he's gonna come back to the house and he's gonna come kick me. And I can't be like, hey Joe, and this nigga named Mike. Like, I don't want to fuck.
You just say what's up to everybody because you got so many and I don't know which one is
friend. And I'm like, I can't fuck up her dick because that would be me cock blocking. So let me try to remember this nigga name. Let me sober up a little bit. So I can, you feel me, keep track of all her niggas. But that's an extra job for me. I was like, bitch, I can't fuck with you no more.
Have y'all ever been sent to an ugly friend? A lot.
You ever notice, like, the ugly friend got so many standards? It's like, but you ugly, though. So ugly, you can't, like, what are you? Oh, I don't really date big girls. I don't date ugly niggas. I'm just here. I'm here to help her.
It's always always the ugly nigga. It's always a third wheel. I'm coming to see you, but I bought my
Zima
friend.
time.
You got a friend for you? For my friend?
When I tell you I'm cool with my phone
Time.
and this Netflix, please leave me the fuck alone. Please leave me the fuck alone.
So that's a yes. You've been sent on the ugly friend.
Oh my God, isn't it stressful? I be like, I really gotta look at this man in his face.
Back out a little bit.
Like, all right.
All right. So how about you, Brax? You've been sent on the ugly friend.
Yeah, the ugly friend was the finesse.
I thought you was about to say the ugly friend was me. Yo, the level of fear that the ugly friend was.
You know he a Leo too, so his heart beating. He's like, oh no,
all my shit.
She coming for me.
God damn.
The show, the other show, when I talk about the finesse, the nigga that I finessed when I was diamond shit for years. He was ugly.
They usually be having a lot of money.
They got money. That's.
I mean, and they trick off on you so quick. They be like, "Oh, baby, girl." Like I was with my current boyfriend, and I had an ugly nigga paying out cell phone.
I'm trying to tell you.
First of all, as your nigga, I'm not going to stop yo.
And that's the thing. He never stopped me. But when yo found out that I had a boyfriend, it was like, "Oh, you ain't telling me you had a boyfriend." I wasn't supposed to tell you. Why is you in my business?
She said, "Why is you in my business?"
My business.
Cut her cell phone off, King.
But he couldn't because the cell phone was like he was cash apping me $255 every month.
First of all, who he thought was on your plan?
Telling me, baby, make sure you pay your bill.
And was y'all going out?
No, she just said that she had a whole entire. That
Man,
the bill was $255 because it had 2 lines.
The bill was like $155. I just needed my extra money.
She said, "Oh, you are okay."
These ugly niggas be having money. If you can't do nothing else with an ugly nigga, finesse him.
Go to TGI Fridays and sit at the back. You know, go out the dinner, sit in the corner because you can't get caught with them. You can't. It's a wrap. And it's not even like your reputation fucked up. It's like it's so many questions. And it was like, "Oh, who was you with?" Don't ask me that. He was funny looking, and now he gonna think he could put me on Instagram, and then people be like, "Oh, y'all together," and then I'm looking like, "Please don't."
But what if your nigga's ugly to everybody else, though?
That's their problem.
So wait a minute. What if that ugly nigga was attractive just to you?
Would you like his number? I will give his information so you can fuck with him after he done paying his cell phone bill.
But you say you don't like ugly niggas.
I don't.
But what if your nigga is ugly to everybody else?
That's a personal problem.
So do you not like ugly niggas, or you just got preference in niggas?
Nobody I've ever fucked with has been. I can't have sex with nobody ugly because I gotta look down or look up, and you over top, and I'm just like, God damn, like. All right, for the team,
I gotta look down. I gotta look up.
I can't. No, like you gotta define ugly. You know, like you know that ugly is a spectrum. You know that there's ugly, like everybody finds them ugly, and then there's ugly, like a couple people find them ugly.
Like my features a little fucked up. Like my eyes might be too big, my nose might be big or something. So that's a little ugly.
She said them.
Those ones.
And then it's the ones that's fine.
And then it's the ones that be like, oh, you feel me? If he got a haircut, he'd be all right. You know? Or if he change up the way he dress a little bit, he'd be cute.
He'd be all right.
But the ones that's right here on the spectrum, you'd be like, it ain't shit I could do with you. I couldn't even pray your fucking face better.
So y'all saying y'all don't like men, y'all don't like men that are projects. Y'all like a man that's already.
I'm not building a man. I'm not here to be.
Get the fuck out of here! But you want us to sit here and accept you?
Who wants you to accept? You don't have to accept shit.
Why you? That's a problem.
You don't have. Why? Why is it?
So if what you're saying is dealing with a man, he has to take you at your absolute whatever you are, even though he can see, hey, you can actually be better than this. But you're going to say, you know what? I'm going to stay right here.
No. See, what you're talking about, that's a generalization. We're talking about me. There's no man in the world that I would ever expect to take me at anything other than what it is that I'm giving to him because I show up as myself. But when I step to a man,
that third eye is aligned.
You see what I'm saying? When I step to a man, I'm coming with whatever it is that I come with, whether it be baggage or whatever the case may be. But if he's coming to me with baggage and shame and ultimatums and all this other shit, I can't fuck with you. I can't deal with that. I'm telling you what I can't deal with. But if I come to you and I lay it on the table, this is what I come with, and this is what you take me as, then you not accepting this later on is a personal problem.
Because you're accepting me at that stage.
And if it becomes too much for you, you need to let me know that. But your passive aggression towards me is not going to work. And vice versa.
I already know you violent.
Take these men on as projects and they get passive aggressive that he's not growing. You chose this route, bitch. You did it. This is
you picked up the project.
You told him, baby, I know you're a little slow, but come on, come with me. Step into my office. I'm going to help you. I'm going to work with you. And then when it don't work no more, or he's not willing to work, like literally nigga won't go to work, you like, well, now that I look at it, bitch, no, because now he's not trying to get up off the couch. See, now you didn't have
you enabled them.
You know,
now
you
y'all live together.
Exactly. The homosexual in here not paying not a damn bill, and you're upset with him when you should be upset with your damn self because he was broke when you met him, and you was trying to build him up into this billionaire when he's always been a broke nigga. So don't ask me don't ask me how to help you. That's because the first step is 1, realizing that there's a problem. 2, realizing that you're a part of the problem. 3 is stopping the problem.
Damn.
And if you're not going to do it, then you're going to continuously be in this problem. That's why I don't know. No, don't accept me for anything other than what the fuck I show up with. And if I show up with shame, if I show up with doubt, if I show up with no self-confidence, and that's what you take me as, don't ask me to be anything else other than who the fuck I am, because that's what I showed up with. But I would never show up like that because I don't want to be in a partnership with anybody who has to work with me. Don't work with me. Work next to me. You know what I'm saying? Let me work on myself. Be my support.
What?
Be my support.
Brax, are you agreeing with this?
Yeah.
If I don't have me, I need you to have me when I don't have me. But give me the opportunity to have me. Don't carry me.
Yeah.
I need you to not want me to carry you. You heavy. The shit that you come with is heavy.
You heavy.
You see what I'm saying? The shit that you come. Don't ask me to help you or to heal you. I don't have time for that. I got shit to do. I gotta sleep. I gotta eat. I gotta feed my child. I gotta go to work. I gotta run a business. I gotta do all this shit. And then you want me to come and help you and you ain't doing shit for yourself? Boy, if you don't kill your damn self and go in the fucking corner somewhere, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Not never.
What's wrong with that? Something wrong with that? When you say a project,
that's what I'm saying.
What are you?
When I say a project, I mean he not all the way there, but he could be with a little.
But that's a man that's willing to change.
Y'all talking about niggas who just don't want to change.
With some ambition, I can pick you up. You're a project worth project.
Her projecting on.
You're a project worth me being like, all right, let me see if this project really gonna be what it can be.
You know, he might be a first floor outfit. I gotta make him look like something.
Right, but if you just there sitting there, you ain't doing shit. You ain't got no ambition to do shit. You ain't out getting no money. Trying to think about how I get no money or no shit like that. Why the fuck would I pick your project ass up? Stay the fuck down there. You could be somebody else's project.
As selling dime bags before I get you to the cocaine. If you're willing to work your way up, I'll take you there. But what I won't take you as consistent dime bags and you only bringing $10 in my house. I can't do it. I can't do it.
You need to have some motivation and to see some progression. And then,
And then from there. But if
we can build from there.
And then I'm going to give you a time limit. You're not going to know you got a time limit. But I could be like, oh yeah, we're working. I'm going to give him 6 months to do this. Like, I had the stipulation in my mind. Not that he has to necessarily do exactly that, but I need to see the progression
forward.
And if in 6 months you haven't progressed forward, you got to fucking go. And 6 months is being nice because it's really like 30 days, 35 days.
Oh, you're hard, Cat.
13 days.
You're hard.
I am very hard. Like, very. You're hard. I am very hard.
Shout out to your boyfriend. Hey, keep taking that Tylenol, my brother.
Yeah, what? Keep smoking the blacks. I know.
Not black, so he from down the hill.
Oh, no, he's from over east.
Oh, he got one of them niggas.
Yeah, he from over east. But he got a legitimate job. He don't sell drugs, but he got a legitimate job. You know,
it's because you sell weed, you have a legitimate job.
No, he don't. He one of them niggas. He would try to give you a receipt with your weed. Like, that's how much of a, like, business type nigga he is. Like, he gotta make sure like everything good and all the bases is covered. I'd be like, listen, selling drugs would not be your thing. So if you ever lose your job, I'm gonna start selling the drugs. You just don't touch nothing.
So y'all cool. I'ma say yes. I know you just fucking violent. You've been violent.
What?
Like, you just been violent.
I've been beating on you since 17 years old.
Yeah, and you ugly, so you come from a different position.
Nigga, you used to be. First of all, he keeps trying to come for me and say that I used to be ugly, y'all. But he used to be ugly.
I know him since a Sean John jacket. Don't let him play.
You fuck with my Sean John jacket. Don't fuck with my Sean John jacket.
First of all, y'all, we can bring out this middle school yearbook in which he looks like a fucking peanut. At least I had found the flat iron and shit by then. I got the braids out. I had them on straight backs. I was at least trying to glow up by 8th grade. This nigga was still out here, little ass fade. Not even a fade. You had a regular.
I had a regular.
He was out here ugly as shit.
Little belt
little
with the little
peanut
loops
head.
on. You don't know?
Fucking belt with the loops on.
Getting his like
clothes fitting.
And he was the finest nigga. I said,
I had confidence.
One thing you can't take from him here. Cocky motherfucker.
I will have my confidence.
It's the Leo in him that got him cocky. But he was ugly as a bitch.
You can't tell him nothing else. You can't tell him.
Damn, son.
Don't come for me.
Damn.
I didn't send for you. You keep trying to come for me. I didn't
All right, cool. We was all ugly at one point, shorty. Yours just lasted longer than everybody else's.
Mine did not, because you were still ugly in 8th grade and I wasn't.
Oh, 8th grade, yeah.
Are you serious?
She said it only took a summer for her. It took you several.
Listen, I had to get to college to stop being ugly. You know what I mean?
He was 18 by the time he got cute. I was at least already cute by then. I was at least already cute by then.
Well, my glow up ain't hit until I was about 20-5, so I can't.
I was getting, but what I'm saying is I was getting some. He was still ugly, like literally, like
he was getting bitches though. I can't. Let me say,
I always got bitches.
Listen, that's the most.
He got a finesse game. He got a charm.
What he got a certain charisma about him, where the women be like, you know what? I'm willing to overlook everything else. I like the way he talks. He would compliment the ugliest woman in the world and have her feeling like $1 million.
A gem.
Having her feeling like $1 million bitch. We was in a mall once. This lady, butt ass ugly. He walked in like, "How you doing, beautiful?" She's like, and you know that light skin, so she like, and I'm looking like,
and she reacted like that because she knew she was fucking ugly.
She knew she was ugly.
I had game.
And he knew she was ugly. That's what the fuck I ain't like. Because when we walked away, he was like, "She ugly as a bitch." I said, "You know what? You going to hell?"
Why would you tell her?
Because you're supposed to compliment women, right or wrong. But y'all giving me the same type of energy that y'all not cool with y'all men being friends with their exes. We know you not. You just violent.
You not cool with that.
Oh, you cool with it?
Wait, you said I wasn't?
Oh, you are.
What is the tone of their friendship?
They cool.
This is what I don't need. We sitting around, we laughing, we joking, and I make a joke like, ha, something sex related. She like, yeah, girl, because you know his dick. Watch your mouth.
She say, hey.
Watch your mouth. But if it's just them being cool, I don't mind them being cool. But watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. Yeah.
Oh, see,
there are boundaries. You can be cool. You can be cool, but no.
We can go to dinner together sometimes. You can come over for a game night. You feel me? Y'all can even talk on the phone when I'm not around. I don't need to know what's going on.
Can they hang out when you're not around?
They can even hang out when I'm not around. But there has to be a boundary. For instance, if you're going over her house to put the shelves together and you started at, let's say, like 11:30 in the morning. No, 11:30 in the morning. You need to be not even home, but to your next destination by like 1 o'clock, 1:30, 2 o'clock at the latest. You see what I'm saying? But if it's 7 o'clock, you're like, oh, we was just over here catching up. Okay, well, catch your ass the fuck home before I knock your head between the washer and the dryer.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? Like
there's some respect to you. Everybody got friends of the opposite sex. Everybody got friends that's exes. Cool, fine. Some people that's your ex. Literally, you was my friend before that. We tried that. We knew that wasn't right. We went back to bed when we knew was right. Fine. Just don't overstep your boundaries. The moment that I feel like your friend is overstepping their boundaries or your friend is being too friendly, it's over.
I'm going to beat you in her ass. I'm going
to beat your ass first. Up and mail y'all home to your parents.
And then I'm going to smack the shit out of her because she disrespected me by knowing that you were in a relationship and overstepping that boundary. I'm only beating her ass because it's a lesson that she has to learn. But I'm beating your ass because you disrespected me.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah. When did y'all stop cheating?
Wait, what day is it?
Yeah.
No, I'm lying. I've never
lie.
I've never necessarily.
No, necessarily.
Like, I've never been in like a full situationship with anybody else, but catching the dick on the side,
never necessarily.
I've never been in like a dual relationship. I'm not going that far. But if you happen to, fall on some dick, like that's.
But we don't gotta be. We don't gotta be in a relationship, but you know what it is. Like you fuck with me, I'll fuck with you. That type of deal. We still technically together.
No, we're not. No, we're not. You watch your mouth. No, the fuck, we're not.
So you need the confirmation verbally.
There's a difference between a relationship and a partnership. We can be in a relationship. That means I'm having relations with you. I'm fucking you. If we're in a partnership, you're my partner. Which means we're monogamous or we're in a
I like how you did that.
Where we understand what's going on outside of this relationship, but we're still coming together as one. I could be in a relationship.
I didn't have too many fucking relationships.
You've had a lot of relationships and never had a partnership, I'm sure. Because a partnership means that I don't have to question what you're doing. I don't have to question who you're doing it with. We're working through this together. A relationship means that we're just fucking and having fun.
Yeah, this is a relation.
We're having relations. People, my homegirl Tanisha says words mean things. So when I talk to people or I'm going out to speak at different events and things like that, or even on my podcast, I like to define things. Mm-hmm. So you can't say, oh yeah, me and him is in a relationship. Oh, we real good together. We're monogamous. Maybe no, you're not. You're not unless you're in a monogamous partnership. That is your partner. If you're in a relationship, you're just having relations. And that's why I be telling people, like, keep the dictionary on your phone because you sound stupid as shit trying to justify shit You don't know what you're talking about. Again, being indoctrinated into something. You're indoctrinated into a certain way of thinking, and it's wrong. And that's why y'all keep getting y'all feelings hurt.
Do you think that's why a lot of women like monogamy? Because they were indoctrinated into it?
Yeah, what? Yes. Go fuck that bitch and see if she can cook a meal or something. Tell her come home, move in with us, and do some other shit. I had a sister wife. Yes,
you're my person.
My boyfriend and I had somebody who was with us, lived together. Everything was great until she did not know her place. And then she had to get the fuck out. But it worked. She was watching our son. She was picking our son up from school. She was doing like
3 people was better than 2.
And it was and we had 3 incomes in the house, so nobody was short on
3
anything.
is
We went on vacation together. Everything was great. It was such a good time.
You split $1,000 3 ways.
But what fucked us up was when you don't replace. We've been in this. This is something that him and I have going on. You cannot come into this and try to maneuver shit to make it fit you. You're a puzzle piece to this. But we were already a complete puzzle. We fit you into this. We made this work for the 3 of us. You're now trying to make it work for the 2 of y'all. And now he's coming to me like, you need to talk to this bitch. And then she tried to make it just the 2 of us. And then I was like, oh, something's really wrong with you. So either you get out or I'm going to beat your ass. Like, that's just how that works.
So what do you feel like, why you feel like monogamy is pushed so hard?
Because people like to mine. That's my girlfriend. That's my boyfriend. That's my husband. That's my. But your husband is sick of your shit. Your wife doesn't even really like you like that all the time. So give them the opportunity to experience other people, but don't take it past what you both can't deal with. You know, you're a lot happier when you don't have as many rules and regulations to your partnership, to what you're doing. So I mean, like, I'm in a relationship. I'm in a partnership. And we're good together. But if he was to ever come to me like, hey, like, listen, she got a fat ass and I'm trying to fuck that, I'm either saying, okay, well, bring the bitch home so we can fuck her together.
See,
or
I fuck with you.
We need to set some boundaries. There needs to be some guidelines. Say, here, would it make me uncomfortable in the beginning? Yes, because I don't know her. But if I had the time to kind of talk to her and to get to know her, then yes. But it doesn't work that way on my end because he doesn't really like me. Now he doesn't like me dating other men. But if I was to date a woman,
we always cool with that motherfucker.
He's cool with that all the time. He's like, bring the bitch home. Or you and the bitch go out. You need some money, go do something with yourself. But I'm happier that way. Like, I'm a bisexual woman, so I can't just be with a man. I don't even really like men. Like, I like him. I don't like men. So he just happens to be
I'm trying to I don't even like bitches. You know what I mean?
True. Like, no, real shit.
I don't like bitches. I like you,
but
bitch.
You like that woman. So it's just like, as a bisexual woman, I can't just fuck you because I'm bored. I can't just look at dick. I'm bored. Like, I gotta go.
So you're reaching that point in age too. I reached that like a couple months or a year ago. Like, I just just because.
Yeah, like I can't.
Can I like you just like something?
Right. Like I have to. I'm a person who has to be mentally stimulated.
Right.
So you can't come around me and say like, oh yeah, like I'm so spiritual. I'm so take my sea moss. Like none of that does anything for me. Like nothing. I have to know you as a person because I need to see through shit. Like I can't just, I could just fuck you, but I don't want to just fuck people that I met. You see what I'm saying? Like I got to get to know what you're about, what type of time you want, because I'm getting ready to give my body to you. My pussy is a sacred thing. You feel me? So if I'm going to pop this for you, I'm going to pop. Like I'm took.
Is it sacred once it been popped 23 times?
I done popped this coochie more than 23 times.
But when you say sacred to a man, we picture purity.
That's exactly why y'all need to read the dictionary, because sacred means secret. Sacred means
it's secret. I know you got it.
Secret as in it's something special. Like not too many people know about it. But if I pop my pussy for 23 people, I ain't popped this pussy. So you're not getting the pussy that I gave him. You getting this pussy that I'm giving you. And this pussy. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna pop this, and I'm gonna pop it. I'm talking about like ferociously. Like I'm gonna give it all this got. I'm gonna give you all this got. You see what I'm saying?
I'm gonna run this bitch.
But it's not the same pussy that I gave somebody else. It's sacred. My body is sacred in general, no matter who I gave it to.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because it's me. I'm me. I'm a sacred person. I'm not like anybody else. Now, if a female is out here who doesn't know her worth, and she doesn't know what she comes with, and she's not confident, she can pop a pussy for 1 million fucking people, and it just be regular ass pussy. But this is some good pussy, so I'm not giving it to any fucking body. You don't get to give it. You gotta earn this pussy.
Good pussy.
And you just being you might be the reason why you earned it. I gave a nigga some pussy. I met at the gas station the same night because he earned his pussy. You came and put some air in my whole tight, and then you paid for dinner. I'm gonna see you after this, and I'm gonna give you this. But he earned just because of who he was as a person, and I never talked to him.
Oh, you had a one night stand?
Yes, I did.
Your life is so. You don't even have one night stands, my G.
How you know what she been doing? Saying that I ain't never had a one night stand.
I don't know at what point you feel so comfortable with this woman next to you. Maybe it's her chakras. But I've been knowing you.
Know about them. See, and that's what
no.
it is.
No. I'm not upset.
That's what it is.
It's because one, I've asked this regularly for the years that I've asked. Yo,
you have never.
I have asked, and you said no. What we're not going to do is argue on this podcast. I've asked you, have you had a one night stand? You said no. Now, have I fucked niggas I've been dating a little bit? Yes, I said no. Have you fucked somebody you just met?
But one night stands is not even really something you necessarily talk about. You know, like sometimes I forget, like I compartmentalize that it happened. I'd be like,
yeah, I mean, it happened, and it literally was a one night stand.
And it could be dick to make you want to fucking fold dishes. I'm just not. Why do I want to talk about it?
I was stranded. He gave me a ride. He got that for you.
See what I'm saying? And I never talked after that. Thank you, Uber driver. Go the fuck over there somewhere. Like
I would say at this point, not necessarily when we was kids and teenagers, but as adults, sexuality between our generation and everything else is so wide.
What?
That it used to be when we was growing up. Oh, you had sex with how many people? Ew.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's.
I wish a motherfucker would ask me how many people I slept with.
Now it's. No, some people still like that though.
I don't like that though. What is me giving my pussy to 50 people?
I'm gonna tell you why from a guy's point of view.
Okay.
Like from a guy's point of view.
Because I have a rebuttal.
Okay, I don't feel this way. Okay. I'm in the minority.
Okay, all right. So you mean the poster child?
Yeah. I don't feel this way.
You see how you preface that, y'all?
I'm just gonna put that out there. What I'm saying is we.
Don't say we because you said it wasn't you.
That's not me. They see women still. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, but they see women kind of differently than you see yourselves a little bit.
Right.
They see women as like pure and unfiltered and not touched.
But they don't want that woman.
But we like the idea of that woman.
So that sounds like insanity. What the fuck? You want something that you're not searching for?
You're gonna get this pure ass woman,
and it's gonna be ass,
and you're gonna be mad as fuck because she don't suck your dick.
That's what I'm saying. She done fucked one person. She ain't got no experience. For instance, if a motherfucker come to me with a resume and they're like, I worked this one job and I worked it for 25 years and I did a very good job. Great. I kind of want the person with 3 jobs. You see what I'm saying? Who's had multiple years of different experience because I like different things. So in that 25 years, if you've been doing the same thing the entire time, I don't like that. But if you have 3 different jobs and you've done 3 different things, now you're well-versed. I want the well-versed individual. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? I don't want somebody who only wants the fucking missionary. Hang from the motherfucking chandelier and get it popping. But if that's not what you do, I don't want to fuck with you. So if she's so pure, she might not have chandelier swinging abilities. I need to know that you've been out this bitch getting your upper body strength. I want that bitch. I want her. And that's the ones that y'all be fucking. So that what you just said seems like it's redundant.
We were talking on another episode that men like their women to be whores.
Yes.
But won't go date a whore. Which is the weirdest shit in the world. You think she just learned this shit with you, my guy?
Mm-hmm. You think I just met you and I was like, oh yeah, I'm finna be a whore for you. I've never been a whore for you.
I don't know.
Never been a whore in my life and I'm finna be a whore for you. What? I
can't agree. I ain't never been a whore, but I got some rich tendencies. The ones they kind of categorize in the whore, I be doing.
I never been a whore.
I never been a whore per se, but I've picked up on some of their characteristics, and I'm just saying I do them very well. So I just be like, all right, you feel me? Don't put me over there with them because they stink. My coochie good. You see what I'm saying? I feel like whore's pH is unbalanced. You know,
unbalanced.
But I feel like the ones over here that just be popping the coochie real good. They not whore. They just got whore characteristics.
They just a little, freaky, little slutty.
Just a little, that's good for you.
But you want that though, right?
If you want me to slide my coochie across your face, you feel me? Like fucking like donut glaze. Like you just want it every fucking way. Then you gotta accept all the interactions that came with that.
Yeah.
As long as it don't come out yeasty, that's when you feel me? When it's yeasty over the fuck here. But when it's the nice glaze and it's got a nice, you feel me, like a little je ne sais quoi to it, then you over the fuck in. It's a difference. It's a difference. You got coochie and you got coochie. You see what I'm saying? Like, I got coochie. I can tell she got coochie. Like, bitches be having coochie and don't know man with no coochie.
What the fuck has we entered into? How do you feel about Kevin Samuels and that petition about him getting canceled?
Okay, first of all, you can't cancel Kevin Samuels because he is a necessity to most
women.
And
my
when
God.
I say that, I don't agree with anything Kevin Samuels does. But these women dial into him often. You can't cancel somebody who's consistently being paid for their service. It can't happen. You can't say, oh, fuck Kevin Samuels.
So you support Kevin Samuels?
Fuck Kevin Samuels. I don't support him. I don't support what he does. I don't believe that you can cancel Kevin Samuels because these women are paying into the service. These men are paying into a service. You can't cancel somebody that people find a necessity in. I'm not calling Kevin Samuels. There's nothing that man can tell. First of all, there's nothing that a man who likes men can tell me about being a woman when he won't admit to liking men. You see what I'm saying?
So now, are you being a spiteful black woman by just saying he likes men?
Spiteful would be me not seeing the need in Kevin Samuels based off of me not liking him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like him, but I see what other people see in him.
Right.
Spiteful would be me saying, oh, fuck Kevin Samuels, he's a gay man, he's this, he's that. I would never say that. What I'm saying is that he will not admit to his fault, but wants to tell other people how they're faulty. You don't get to do that. You don't own your truth, so don't try to tell me mine. Then he's speaking on things that he knows nothing about. Because he's speaking from a rich man's perspective when he comes off as broke. You can't tell me shit. I ain't never seen Kevin Samuels spend a dime. He wear the same suit every motherfucking episode. And I don't even watch the nigga. But every screenshot, it's the same suit. You can't tell me shit about that. Switch your suit and then maybe you can tell me something about me.
But for both of y'all, why do y'all think women are subscribing and paying for that?
Because women
service?
like to know what's wrong with them. Women
didn't I just say this?
Women want so bad for somebody to tell
them
where they can fix themselves. Well, females. A woman doesn't have to be told shit. You can't tell me nothing about me that I don't already know. But you can enlighten me on some things that you see, and then maybe, oh yeah, I do see that in myself. What do I think about that? Do I like this about myself, or is this an issue? Is this a fault? Okay, let me work on that. But Kevin Samuels come out like, oh, you know what your issue is? Your wig is fucking slipping, and you broke, and you this.
He be bashing them like, damn.
But then they be like, you know what? You're right. I'm not accepting that,
Right.
Because that's projection. That's what you see in me. You see what I'm saying? I can't take that on because now I've taken on something that I didn't feel. But these women don't have any boundaries. So they just take what the fuck Kevin Samuels. I wish Kevin Samuels would.
I don't even pay his ass no mind. I just scroll past him. Like
I don't even. There's nothing Kevin Samuels related that even comes across my feed at this point. I have muted everything because there's something about his energy, even through the internet, that makes me uncomfortable.
She said, even through the internet.
I can't anything about him because I see the way that he manipulates people, even men. I see how he projects things onto people and how they accept that, and that to me makes me uncomfortable because he's not trying to help. The assistance would be, this is the issue, this is the resolution, or I would ask that you consider this. But he's always saying, no, you're a broke bitch and your wig slipping and your lace fucked up, and be like, all right, now get off my phone. There's no resolution there. So how the fuck are you helping people?
Right.
I'm not gonna pay you to talk about me, bitch. I'll find your address and fuck you up. Don't you ever.
Well, Brax, I'm gonna let you lead us into the next segment. Jesus. I don't even know how to respond to that.
She said, I'm gonna find your address and fuck you up.
I just
wait, hold on. Would you take back a cheater?
I have.
I knew you would. You didn't have to ask.
The prenup?
What?
No, I don't have. Your money is your money. My money is. I don't want nothing from you. I don't want nothing from you.
Okay.
I don't feel like anybody owes me anything, no matter how much time and effort I put in.
That came from your daddy.
I understand that people do shit to spite other people. But that's a you problem. And I don't want to make that my problem. One of the 4 agreements is don't take anything personal. So no matter what happens in life, I don't care if you hurt my feelings. I have to deal with the emotions that come from that. I have to deal with the pain that comes from that. I cannot hold you accountable for my pain, no matter if you intended to do it or not, because how am I supposed to heal when I'm consistently looking at you for closure? And you're never going to give that to me. I'm not going to take it personally.
How many times do you take back a cheater?
Once. This is the only time.
Bullshit.
This is the only time.
I'll tell you, I know you bullshitting. You feel confident in that?
I feel semi-confident in that.
Yeah, you see how you went from confident to semi-confident?
I feel because this is the thing. I have taken back people who I've had assumptions of them cheating and have been wrong. You see what I'm saying?
So
like
you just assuming motherfuckers.
So I had to stop that because you also are not so. Again, one of the 4 agreements is don't make assumptions. I have done things in my life that I'm not proud of, but nothing in my life am I shamed for. I have no shame. I have none. You see what I'm saying? Because shame would mean that I'm afraid to admit it. So if there has ever been a time where I have taken a cheater back and it wasn't to my knowledge, or I've taken a cheater back and at this point now it's not a part of my memory bank, I will own up to that shit, but I'm not shameful.
Okay, so my question, you already know where I'm going. You say you wouldn't take a cheater back. Okay. So you in a happy relationship right now, right? I guess you're in like a swing poly monogamous situation, right? All three of them things. So with those situations, it's all about, having a conversation, trust, all that good shit. So it's 2021 now. Let's say we go to 2029.
Okay.
And he tell you, hey, listen, drunk, cheated on you. 2022. I just need to get this on my chest, being drunk. Tell me you gonna break up with that man.
Let's talk about it.
Ain't what's to talk about. The shit was 8 years ago.
No, let's talk about it, because what I need, you saying in 2022 he cheated?
Yeah.
And he's just telling me about it? Boy, if you don't sober the fuck up, go to sleep. What are we bringing this up for 6 years later? Go to sleep.
So what you saying is time frame matters.
Not necessarily, because again, if I'm different, I can't speak for people. I'm different. If he was to come home and say, listen, last night I got really inebriated and I slept with this girl, okay, is it gonna happen again?
Oh, you dope.
You see what I'm saying? No, okay, well then don't do it again. Now, am I going to be hurt? You ain't getting no pussy for a while. There's going to be a consequence there.
There's a consequence to your actions, brother.
You feel me? I'm going to have to deal with the things that I feel internally. But if I come to you and I'm expecting you to be honest with me, I'm going to ask you, what made you cheat? I was drunk as fuck. She looked good. I fucked her. Is there any emotional, attachment to this? No. Do you have her number in your phone? I mean, yeah, but that was from last night. Okay, delete it. Did you follow on social media? Yeah. Okay, well, not even necessarily block her, unfollow her. The boundary is that you're not allowed to be in contact with that woman again. Okay, babe. And if he adheres to that, then we're fine. But if I find out you did it again, I'm going to knock your motherfucking head between the washer and the dryer because you disrespected. When I forgive you and I give you my forgiveness, take it for what it is. Don't fuck me over again, because then I can't forgive you.
So it's easier for you to forgive or forget?
I will never forget. Because if I forget, that means that if you do it again, then it means that I didn't learn my lesson the first time. If it's a lesson that I learned, I shouldn't forget the lesson. So I'm not going to forget. I can forgive you, but I will never forget. It's not going to happen. And I'm a Leo. I hold people accountable.
You're a Leo too?
August 12th. Yes, sir.
That's how I knew you was slutty. All right.
Yeah, listen.
Okay. All right. All right. What you got coming up for your big birthday? You'll be in your 30s, won't you? Or close to it?
No, I'll be 28.
Oh, you just like me.
Yeah, I'm going on a vacation, going to Miami. Just to go, like really.
Have you ever been?
I've been to Miami.
I've never been to Miami.
Well, when I was 22, got drunk as fuck. Had to get an IV when I came back because I ain't drink no water.
Yo, you
while I was down
dehydrated?
But it was so bad.
Oh, listen, that hospital will sober you up with that IV.
Listen, but I'm going this time. We rented a really nice space. It's really to just go. We haven't been on vacation in forever. Mm-hmm. It's really just to kind of go and to like unwind. I have a lot of things that I need to work on, and I can't be in the same space consistently because my creativity becomes like bound. So mm-hmm. This is my time to go out and have a good time and then come home and get right back to work. Mm-hmm. Right back. So yeah, just a vacation for my birthday. I'm gonna do brunch, with some people. Do a wine and waist beef event with some women. I want to have a good birthday. Leos, we be doing the most. Like we gotta have like 14 events and shit.
Listen,
all month long. All month long. You gotta pay me from
random
August 1st
events.
to August. Listen,
random. What you doing at 3 a.m. Shit, I just felt like this gas station car show.
You don't know? I got the Casamigos. I'm in front of the nursing home. I'm ready to make some shit. Like it don't matter.
Random.
You just be looking for shit they do. So,
Rax, what's on your mental? What's going on?
What? Why would you even put me on the spot like that?
What's on your mental?
Why would you?
Rax, you looking like you was on St. Paul Street. No. Like what the fuck?
Why do you?
You old fitting old baby.
Down one fucking
you like, you know what? She's a crackhead.
Yeah, because it wasn't a look down like this. It was a. And it stayed. I'm like, okay.
You said she's crazy. She's using. She's using. She's using.
Need the help.
And now I'm a fucking crazy.
It be your own fault.
Yeah, really
tell you about yourself.
What did I do wrong? Oh, his criticism always be like, you know what, friend? I love you, but you're a crackhead. It's never like, listen, friend, I'm worried about you because your head went down a little fast, friend. He be like, friend, listen. It went down, you're a crackhead. I know you are. I know that you're crazy. I seen crackheads with my own two eyes and do that same shit. And you be like, boy, for real, you're a crackhead, friend. You be like, I'm not. You're a fucking crack. I be like, damn, boy, shit. All I did was fall the fuck asleep. Okay, you're a narcoleptic. That's what it is. I got a doctor. Let me get the phone number. You be like, you are not helping.
Yo, what do you see from your business, from the podcast, from your body butter that still smell amazing? Where do you see it? Where do you want it to go?
I'm just really am searching for financial freedom. Like I would love to see Shop with Body Care in a warehouse. Not necessarily like selling in like stores like Walmart and things like that, but a lot of Black owned businesses. I want to, be on those shows, working towards being on those shows. Dem Chakras Podcast, I really want to take it like mainstream and work with people. a lot of people I really want to work with is like good moms, bad choices, horrible decisions.
First of all, shout out to them bitches. I'm only gonna say shout out to them bitches because I met them bitches. Have you
amazing.
been to those bitches shows?
I have not.
Ho, you missing out.
Listen,
Ho,
so
you
amazing.
missing out.
They're
you
so
missing
good.
out.
So
I have the videos on my Snap. There is no type of show like Horrible Decisions.
What? Horrible Decisions is amazing. Vib3z, WTF. She's a huge inspiration for me because she's so about her shit.
She lives this whore lifestyle.
She's literally like, and not even just that, she's just so like, I want to make money, so I'm going to go make this money. And you can't tell me that I'm not going to make this money because I'm going to make this money. Mm-hmm. And that's what I appreciate about her because she takes her talents and she makes money. You see, like that's all I want is to be able to be paid for my creativity because my creativity is such a gift. And I know that it is. I'm confident about it. I tell people all the time, like, I don't have a dick, but I know my dick is big. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't brag about my stroke game because that's cockiness. But I can tell you that my dick big is because that's confidence. My dick is big. Like, I want to be able to make money because I know that my dick is big.
So right now, in the podcast world, to make money podcasting, what really, you just give it to listeners, you give it to me if you want. It's, what is it? What do you say? Sponsorship?
No, so you can take sponsorship. Sponsorship is probably the best way that you'll make money. Brands and advertising is also really great. But you have to reach out to people. If nobody knows about your podcast and what you're doing, you have to have some type of introductory email to say, hey, this is who I am, this is what I do. These are the people that I've worked with previously, if it is within a genre that they would know about. So, for example, if you don't know who Hard or Soft Podcast is, Tahoe TV and Dear Orlando Roy are outside of New York City. They're an amazing podcast, and I'm talking about hundreds of thousands of listens. And it was a goal of mine to be like, I want to work with these men. I have a podcast episode. I wrote it out, and I'm like, these are the only guests that I can see during this episode. But I'm like, they don't know shit about me. They don't know who I am. I just follow them on Instagram. They don't even know I fucking exist. But I said, I know my dick is big. Like, let me go ahead and take this leap of faith and let me just jump out there. I sent them an email and I'm nervous. I pressed it and I'm like, fuck, like here.
It's gone now.
You know, but like I knew that if they came back and told me no, that it wasn't the end of it, I would just, you know, do something else. I got the email back and said, listen, schedule a time, let's work. I was like, listen. And then I hopped on there. I hopped on the Zoom call. We had a great Zoom call. And it's gotten to the point now where I haven't created a relationship with them. I wouldn't say that at all. But I now know them at a more personable level to the point where going to New York to see them at a live show or I wouldn't have a problem with walking up to these people and saying like, hey, you feel me? Like, I'm somebody you did a podcast with. And it's also to the point where, like, you know, you're being reposted by these people. And I've joined their Patreon. Like, you have to get into these rooms without somebody opening the door for you. Put your foot in the room. That's how it works. So, like, if it's going to cost you a little bit of money, then do it. You see what I'm saying? Like, you have to do it. I work with people in Canada. I work with people in California. I work with people down south. But it's because I put my foot in the door.
And you got to put that effort in.
You have to put that effort in.
Ain't nobody going to put it in. You going to put it in.
I see y'all post every day. And I'm like, this shit is going to take off because it's consistent.
That is one thing for my friends and exes. She told me the other day, she's like, oh, I stopped following you. I said, why? She's like, your posts are consistent at all hours. It is post,
and I wouldn't want to see nothing else.
Post, there's a guest every 2 days.
I wouldn't want to see nothing else.
Definitely.
You'll get lost in the sauce if you are not.
And if it's annoying to some people, right,
it has to be annoying. Do you see it though?
Exactly, and that's the thing. The biggest thing that I tell people is that, but it's not just enough to be on social media. And I'm not saying off of social media necessarily, but send those emails out. Have an email that says like, hey, this is who I am. This is my podcast. This is what I do. I would love to have an episode with you. But this, and this. This is what the episode is about. This is when I'm trying to air it. This is what I'm trying to do. You know, and not can you make time in your schedule. Recording is Thursday, you know, such and such a time at 9:00. You know, would you like to be there? Or can I shoot this link over to you? Or just shoot the link over and say recording is Thursday, you know, at that time.
Right.
They'll either say, you know, that time doesn't work for me, let's shoot for another time, or they'll say like right now is not a good time.
That's a
you see what I'm saying? But stop giving people the opportunity to tell you no.
That's one thing I would say so far from this podcasting world. Out of the celebrities we've done, out of the regular people we've done, I'm glad it's a fucking mix.
Yeah.
Once you talk to these motherfuckers, they are so fucking normal and regular.
Yes. But y'all are way ahead of the game because you have a stupid.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, this alone will get you in the door everywhere else. Because motherfuckers can't say, well, I ain't got no space to record. Oh, no, you come on.
That's why we give it the space house.
You see what I'm saying? Like, that is what, when I first saw that this went up, I was like, this nigga is on the internet talking to people. They know damn well they should not have given this man a mic. But okay. And then I saw how consistent it was, and I'm seeing the people that are coming on here, and I was like, this man can make $1 million. Clear. Like, clear.
We gets the people.
You feel me? Financial freedom, clear, because it's consistent. It's consistent. And what y'all doing is such a beautiful thing. And I'm just like, he was like, you want to be? I was like, fuck y'all. Come on. Wait, what time you want to be there? I'm in the parking lot 6:30. What you?
First of all, you want to talk about annoyance. I clicked on one of your lives by mistake one day. And you was on your shit. And I was like, I know she not on her shit that I think she is. But a day after day, first of all, they're car videos. You never know when they're going to come.
Oh, yeah.
And as soon as I see you in the car, I'm like, let me see. Let me see. Good morning, beautiful people.
You know it. These are beautiful people all day long. And I tell you, if nobody told you today, please let me be the first to say that I like you and I love you.
You definitely.
You don't know?
You are a place that someone can go to feel good.
And that's exactly what I want. I don't ever want people to feel like they don't have somebody. I want to be everybody's homegirl. I don't want you to come to me with your problems because I'm going to tell you I can't fix you. Like that's
just like shit. A homegirl.
You feel me? But I want people to be able to come and to find a video that's like, needed that. You see what I'm saying? Like, how the fuck does this bitch know what I'm going through? Because I'm going through it. The fuck? It's just I'm more aware of what I'm going through. So it doesn't hurt as bad. You know, like you crying your eyes, oh, what was me? Fuck, I can't get my life together. Come talk to me. Come fuck with me on the Instagram. I got a video for you. And if not, people can book time with me. I'm not a life coach or anything like that. I'm just somebody who's self-aware. Chakras outside of it, religion outside of it. Just come talk to me. I don't have to give you advice. Sometimes somebody just needs somebody to talk to me like, oh, glad I got that off my chest. Now, I got to go deal with it because I'm an empath. So I take those emotions on when I'm not supposed to. I have to go through spiritual baths and spiritual cleansing and Reiki healing and things of that nature. But I don't ever want people to feel like they don't have anybody. I know what it's like to not have anybody. That is a shitty fucking feeling. And I vow to myself that I would never make anybody feel the way that other people have made me. I didn't like it.
Who is your person that you go to?
Now it's either my brother BJ or my friend Tanisha. And I'm a big person on like boundaries. So before I say anything, I say like, hey, how was your day? And I wait for a response and I'm like, okay, I got something heavy on my heart. Can I unload this on you? And if they say yes, okay. But if they say like right now was not a good time, I might hop to BJ. And if BJ can't take it, I might call my dad. And if my dad can't take it, I might call my mom.
Okay, so there's a tier. Like, all right, there's
yeah. But if I don't,
somebody's going to say yes at some point.
But even if everybody tells me no, that's why I have a journal. That's why I go to my altar and I pray to my ancestors. That's why I sit in my room and I cry my fucking eyes out if I have to. Like I blame myself for the time that I have to blame myself. And then I'm like, all right, bitch, it's over. You got to dry these tears and get back to it. But you experience things as you experience things. And if you don't have a tribe just yet, be your own tribe. Be your person. It's a process. This did not start off well at all. I lost hair behind this process. Like pulling my hair out at the root because I was so fucking stressed out and I had nobody to go to. But I had to be my first line of defense first. So I became my first line of defense and then I went to look for defense to help me when I can't help myself. And that's how I found my tribe.
So it sounds like what you are a testimony to is one, understanding that it doesn't matter 300 good days. You're going to have a shitty day.
No, you're going to have shitty moments. That's the thing. Like, if I give it the whole day and it didn't last the whole day, then I'm not going to give it the whole day. My grandmother died unexpected. You feel me? I was in the seat getting my hair braided. I had to give it the moment until I got home to give it another moment. But it did not take my day because I had to call my grandfather. I had to call my father. I had to be not necessarily the strength for somebody else, but I had to make sure my people were okay. The day we put it in the ground, I gotta have that moment. But if I give it days, I've wasted my day. I could be smiling. My grandmother would not want me doing this. You see what I'm saying? When my son got hurt, like when he came out the womb with a fucked up arm, like his arm would not move. And I blame myself as a mother, but I'm like, all the fuck I did was give birth. So I had to give it the moment. But you don't give it days if it don't take days. Because once you give it, you've given your all. And you never give anything or anybody your all because you have nothing left for you. I don't give it days. I give it moments.
That's a good way to put it. So you don't get stuck in that. Like I would say from when you first really started talking, you understood where you came from with not having that and having unanswered questions. To now, one, you have a tier of support system. Like, all right, boom, boom, boom. All right, fuck that. What if none of them answer? All right, then I got this. Shit, what do you do if that don't work? I got this. And you know what? If all that fails, just accept it. It's just a moment.
It is. It's
just a moment.
And I'm not saying it's some hippie shit. Like, it's just a moment. I'd be like, bitch, it's a moment. All right, bitch. Like, listen. Breathe, bitch. Like, and I have to talk to myself like that. I can't be like, listen, power and rainbows, it's gonna be okay. Hold my crystals. I be holding my crystals like, bitch, if you don't get it together, you gonna break the fuck down. Do you want to break down? No. So what you gonna do, bitch? What is you gonna do? Mm-hmm. And it's like, all right, I gotta bounce back from this. Like, my father didn't grow up, the most honest man in the beginning. He was a hustler. So that's where I get it from in the beginning. Like, if like my emotions, I gotta hustle through that shit. Like, I gotta get through this to get to the next place. So gotta keep the pyrite in one hand, the selenite in another. And I'd be like, all right, bitch, listen, this is what we looking at. Like, what's the game plan? And if nobody else can help me, all right, bitch, well, how you gonna help yourself? And if I don't have the answer, I need to go find the answer. Google University, I go buy a book, I go try to find a nigga on Instagram. Like, what this nigga talking about? Like, I gotta find somebody. I don't ever want to feel like I'm out this bitch alone and it's all these people. There's all these people out here. How the fuck is all this help? And I'm not gonna take it. And I just recently, like I told you in the elevator, I just did shrooms for the first time last night. And I just was like,
that was one of the worst drugs ever. I took shrooms. Let me tell you.
Okay,
I took shrooms. I ain't gonna tell you who I took it with. I mean, I took the shrooms once. I took shrooms with this one right here. Oh, yep, it was this one. So let me tell you about my 3 shroom experiences. I know that drug doesn't work for me. 3, and they all gave me the same point. When I took the shrooms, hallucinations, no, none of that shit happened. The only thing that happens with me when I take it is I get a headache. That is it.
That shit was lit as fuck for me.
Yeah, and you know what it is though?
I even took it in like little candy bar forms.
If you're not an introspective person, then it doesn't hit the same. Like, I have had people who taking shrooms. I'm talking about like hood niggas who took shrooms and they was like, oh, I ain't see shit. I just felt like I had to throw up.
Yes.
I woke up the next morning, my piss stank, and I was hungry. And I'm like, you don't tap into the inner part of you. That part of your brain isn't open yet. That's not to say that it's not in there. You just ain't tapped into it. I'm a spiritual ass person. Last night, I was cold. I was crying. I had 1,000,000 fucking fingers. I thought my fucking boyfriend face was melting. I was watching Rick and Morty. That shit was 3D and HD. I said, shit. It's like, crazy. It was crazy. But the entire time that this was happening, it was still a part of me that was really aware of what was happening. Like, I felt like I was floating. And every time I felt like I was floating, I had to come the fuck down. And when I came out of my hallucinations and shit, I had to sit for a second. Like I said, I'm a spiritual person. I sat for a second. I didn't even pull out my journal. So I was like, I'm going to try to process this shit on my own. What does this mean? And it means that I'm still tethered to something that I'm not yet ready to let go of.
But see, now you just made me feel like I'm missing some shit.
Because you have to tap into another part of you. When you do shrooms, you got to set your intentions first. Like, you literally,
where the weed? Like, I ain't got to set no intentions with weed.
But yes, you do.
No, I don't. Because I ain't never had an edible and was like, damn, bro.
But you can. I smoke indicas when my body hurts. I smoke sativas when I'm trying to get some shit done. But I set my intentions for both. I smoke this indica and I'm going to lay my ass down. I'm going to smoke this sativa.
So you're intentional.
I'm intentional about everything that I do. So some people eat edibles and shit just to eat edibles. So if that's the only reason why you're doing it, the only thing you're going to get from it is, well, damn, now a nigga hungry. You feel me? Like, damn, now a nigga sleepy. It's not going to tap into the other parts of you because those other parts aren't open. That's your chakras being blocked. Once you open up that third eye, once you open up your sacral and your solar plexus and that root chakra and get yourself grounded, them motherfucking trips be on some whole other shit. You be saying fucking dead relatives, saying cousin that got shot on the block. You like, damn nigga, who did he? Like, Pookie, I'm going to get his ass. When I come back from this shit, I got him. You feel me? Like,
that shit is definitely
it takes time. You are not an introspective person yet. And I say yet because you have the ability to be, if that's what you choose to be. I don't want to cut you off from, things that have not yet experienced. It's limitless.
Oh, listen, y'all in the motherfucking sorority that I want to be in. Goddamn. When was the last time outside of your son, your 2 businesses, work, all that shit, it had nothing to do with nobody else, nothing. When was the last time he was truly, absolutely happy?
Oh, that's what I'm working on now because I haven't been. I do everything for everybody else. I make sure everybody else is happy. I have yet to make myself happy outside of me. I'm just finding me. You know, like the start of my journey was me trying to figure out who the fuck I was. I was like, all right, well now I found you, bitch. What we gonna do with you?
Right, because that's just the beginning.
Outside of everything that I am, who am I to myself? But the only thing I come back to is like, I'm a business owner. Well, bitch, that's for somebody else. You know, like, who are you? So now that I know who I am, I'm somebody who, you know, I'm a sativa dominant type of person. I prefer sativa dominant, you know. I'm a pot smoker. I'm somebody who doesn't necessarily enjoy shrooms, but, you know, I enjoy, you know, the experience. I'm somebody who likes to go outside. I'm a nature lover. I love fruit. I love, you know, kicking it with people. I'm a personable person, not a people person. I'm just finding myself. So I can't answer that question because I don't know. I don't know when the last time I was genuinely happy, you know, by myself. I mean, by myself, like solo, but not by myself as in introspective.
Right.
It was just me. So I can't answer that.
Wax, what about you?
I don't know. You ask this question, I'm always just very thankful that, you know, you don't never ask me. I never have an answer. And I still don't have an answer. I don't know.
Are you looking to find that, though, or is it just something that just...
I'm working on being my best self. So once I become my best self, then my best self will be happy.
But do you have a vision of what your best self looks like?
No. My best self is just going to come into form.
As you said.
As I continue to build and progress, my best self will just form.
Because you try to set them, like I'm doing it now. I was like, oh, chocolate body cake gonna look like this. It don't look nothing like that, but I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? So that's the difference. If I try to set a certain look to shit, then it don't work because then it don't look like it. Then I'm not grateful for it. When the blessing's sitting right here in my lap, but because it don't look like what I thought the blessing was gonna look like, I don't want the blessing. Then you be Chris should be like, give me that shit, then you fucking ungrateful bitch. I'd be like, all right, fuck, give it back.
Then you beat yourself up when you set those goals or you have those ideas in your head of what you're gonna be, and then you're not there. Just because you ain't get there to those goals doesn't mean you haven't progressed. Doesn't mean you haven't moved forward. Doesn't mean you aren't doing better than you were.
You got to do those checkpoints. You asking this question? When last time you was happy?
Last time I was happy. First thing that was just ain't had nothing to do with me. I mean, another person. Shit, I just did for me. Yes.
You know what? You was a slick motherfucker because you was right. You better show off, King. I know that's right.
I was like last time when I didn't have to do it for nobody else. And it wasn't the studio. Fuck the studio. It was watching this black-owned painter paint this. It was like my dreams was like, all right, it's something about when you see the shit that you always wanted and it's happening in your face. Yeah, I would say that. Just watching something that I really worked hard for, you know, come to fruition. That would probably be it.
If ain't nobody told y'all, I'm proud of you. If ain't nobody else said that shit, I'm proud of what black people are doing in Baltimore motherfucking city because ain't nobody else doing it. You see what I'm saying? Like y'all have not asked anybody to put a dime in on what you've created. You've given people a platform to be great. People feel like a celebrity in this bitch. I was watching Nas the artist when he was on.
Yes.
He posted about being on here every day, and I can see that it did something to him because now he's creating more.
Yeah.
I didn't know about him until he came on here. But that's when it clicked for me that this has done something that most people have never had the opportunity to do. This is normal for me. But the first time that I ever had it happen, I was like, oh, you can't, bitch, I'm Beyonce. You can't tell me nothing. But he posts about this every day because this is something that's going to stick with him. Y'all did that. You see what I'm saying? Yep. So that is huge that y'all came in and was like, you know what? Fuck it. You feel me? Fuck it. We're not going to ask these niggas for a dime. We're going to put niggas on. And then putting niggas on, y'all put yourselves on. Yeah. And that's why the blessing will come back 10 times fold. I'm already claiming that for y'all.
Oh, well, shit. I'm still going to send this body butter to your website.
Oh, listen.
Do you got bundles? Like
chocolatebodycare.com.
This body butter smell good. Like, she got different kinds.
How much do you sell? Do you just do body butter? Like,
I do body butter, body oils, and I do body scrubs. Right now, it's just one body scrub because I wanted to see what the formulation was like. I like that. But the body oils are total body oils. Handsome is actually a body oil that started as a phallus oil, which means that it was only for dick pics. Like, I made it so that I had a homeboy who was doing OnlyFans, and every time he was taking pictures, I'm like, yo, your dick ashy. Like I'm a friend. I'm a good friend, so I'm not going to sit up here and lie.
First of all, the fact that, one, you such a good friend, you subscribe to the niggas OnlyFans.
Oh, yeah.
Secondly, my nigga, how hard is it to moisturize your dick?
But like you using lotion and shit. I wanted something that would give it like
the
a
gloss.
nice glow.
You wanted the gloss.
You know, and still not affect anybody's pH in case he took the picture and then was getting ready to fuck somebody.
Right.
So I used vegan or inorganic products. So it started off as a phallus oil just so that he could use it to take these pictures. He was like, yo, I want something that's going to make like my dick glow. I was like, got you. But he started using it on like his beard and his hair and everything else. And I was like, this could actually be something great. So I've made all of the oils, total body oils. Like I had a yoni oil for women who just went to get waxed so they could put it down that, put it down in your vaginal area so it doesn't throw off your pH. Because the minute you get your vagina waxed, your pores are open. I didn't want anything clogging those pores to, cause ingrown
Okay,
hairs.
come through with the fucking health facts.
You see what I'm saying? So I had yoni oil, but I took those things off the market because there was a way for me to market it as a total body oil. Now, if you want that kind of oil, I can make that kind of oil. But why go through all that when you can have something with a pump? You pump that bitch out and you can put it everywhere. Everywhere. You can put it on your kids, you can put it on your grandmama, you can put it in your hair, you can put it anywhere. You can literally use this oil and this butter, anything. The only thing that you can't use like everywhere is the scrub, and that's just because it has a thicker oil in it, and It has brown sugar that once mixed with the oil, it almost makes it. I don't say inedible because you shouldn't be eating shit, but it makes it inedible. Like don't eat it, motherfucker. But like if you was to happen to like ingest this, all it would do is kind of like upset your stomach a little bit. You eat that shit, you on the toilet. So I don't. That's not total body care. Don't scrub everything with that, but scrub the important parts.
Well, listen, before we get out of here, Brax, I want to ask you something. When did this one night stand happen?
We still on this shit.
Are we still on this one night stand?
Because I know you. And I know you.
What year is this?
It's 2021. If it was anything past 2018, I know you're lying.
Why do you know I'm lying?
He just feel like he know everybody. I told you he just feel like he
just feel like he know everything.
He's so in tune with everybody but himself. Like
I don't like to be in tune with myself.
I actually think it was though 2018.
Oh,
I wish he remember. He gone now.
I think it was.
God bless that man.
He got that coochie, never got it again. I know.
He
like, yo, I got some coochie back in like 20. I miss her.
Well, I mean, he probably is her because we definitely exchanged numbers and he definitely hit my phone.
Sometimes you just can't because like
I just felt like that was just a one night stand. I was just supposed to leave you there. Like, why'd you try?
Nobody don't know how savage this woman is. She fucked some nigga one night. I ain't gonna say his name. She fucked some nigga one night. I called in the morning like normal. I look at background. I'm like, yo, where you at? She was like trying to tell me to be quiet. I'm like, yo, you got some dick like that? I'm like, oh, you still at this nigga house?
Now he the homeboy that's the homegirl. I hate you. I hate everything about you.
You remember when I called you was in that nigga bathroom when you couldn't leave?
I was in his bathroom getting ready for work because the nigga had to take me to work.
Getting ready for work. I mean, like she was over it. That's what I'm talking about. A queen.
Yes. He asked me to come over. All right, bet I'm gonna come through.
Yes.
I came through.
And you're gonna take me to work in the morning.
And I said, you want me to come through? I gotta be to work at 8 o'clock. So
I gave somebody pussy at like 6:30 in the morning because I was like, I got
6:30.
Listen, he lived right up the street from me. Like it was.
First of all, I know you.
He was just like, you need to be here by 7. I said, baby, I'll be there 6:45.
First of all, he was plotting because who the fuck up at 5 to even have this conversation?
He was in the military. So like,
that nigga up at 4:30.
He worked at Fort Meade, so he was just like, listen, I got.
You got you an army nigga?
I had an army nigga.
Shout out to us.
No.
What?
Maybe shout out to you, but not him.
Oh, so you know about the apartments that's over there. You know about the Point, 7 Oaks.
No, he wasn't on base. He lived up the street from me. He was actually retired military. He left. I don't know what the fuck. I
about to say, you know that motherfucker's car. He left in 2016.
What part of I don't get his coochie to just anybody? Don't you understand?
At least you gave it to a nigga with a retirement plan.
What? I can only fuck with niggas who got like 401k plans, got enough money in their bank account from selling drugs where it could be a 401k plan. Like, you see what I'm saying? You gotta know your worth.
Okay, well, before we get out of here, one more time. When was the last time, go with you first, that you knew your worth?
Today, I went to an event earlier today. I met some amazing women and I networked with them and I knew that I had to come here And I've just been manifesting and working on things, saying like, I'm going to be financially free and be able to do things like this in the middle of the week without having a time stipulation to my time, and being able to do this today freely without issue. I ran into no problems today, you know, thank creation.
Felt good, didn't it?
It felt good. It felt great. And this is a stepping stone to what it is that I'm looking for. So today.
How about you, Brax?
What's the question? You want to ask the question again?
Are you the host?
You want me to answer it?
Are you the host? Are you the host?
He says.
I guess you don't want me to answer the question.
Because I forgot the question.
I'll ask you, beautiful. When was the last time you knew your worth?
Oh, why? I can't just wake up and know my worth every day.
Period.
I mean, you can. It could have been today. Could have been 2 days ago. I don't fucking know.
I wake up and I know, oh, bitch, the queen is up.
And that's all.
The queen is up.
I wake up like, huh, I'm here. I'm ready to be great.
It's a bad bitch in the building. What?
It's a whole lot of money in this motherfucker.
Period.
All right, tell people where they can find you, beautiful queens.
Okay. You can find me at chakrabodycare.com for all your body butter, body oil, and body scrub needs. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Follow me on Twitter where you receive way more ratchet than you ever would righteous at DemChakras. And holla at me on the podcast at Dem Chakras Podcast, DemChakras.
Do you have
ODCAST.
You have promo codes and stuff?
I can. If you guys want a promo code,
fuck yeah, really we want promo code.
We can do it before I leave here today. I can do it all from my phone.
Come on now. We're going to get some people to this motherfucking store.
Matter of fact, we can do it now. Shop chakrabodycare.com. Use code BOBS. We'll spell it just like this.
Vib3z.
Yep, for 20% off.
Oh, we got a sponsor,
20%
bitch.
20% off, yo. Make sure y'all go shop.
No. Shit, it's a whole lot of money in this motherfucker for real. Let me see. Goddamn. You say it's called what? What's your website?
Chakra Body Care. CHAKRALBODYCARA.
See, I got dyslexia.
I got business cards. I'll give you.
Okay, but I say after the C, my ass was out of there.
I can give you.
And Brax, where can they find you at?
Y'all know my socials are private, but they won't be soon. So you can follow me at SHEBEELIFTED.
When it's more ratchet than righteous. Oh, we stealing that. That's now how long we logging off. We starting that. And before I get out, I want to say thank you. I've definitely been watching you and your glow up. Secretly watching. But I definitely seen when you started the car vlogs, then you popped out with the little butter oils and all of that. So just for, as you said to me, niggas is watching.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You get a lot more viewers than you do likes. I just want to go ahead and say that.
Oh, yeah. Most definitely.
Did you notice?
Most definitely.
But thank you for sliding through. This has been
definitely a pleasure.
Definitely another episode of the Vibes Podcast. You know where all to catch the vibes. You can find me at True Ambition 2Ns25. Or you can follow the page, Vibes Podcast, Vib3z Podcast. And y'all want to start? And it's more what than what?
Ratchet than it is righteous? Is that what you was looking
Ratchet than it is righteous?
We're going to work on it.
Yeah. Cue the outro music. We out.
It's a vibe. It's a vibe.